Yo, did I just give away your real name? Is it Lacey?
It is Lacey, yeah.
Shouldn't I
But I
have
have
not should I have
another
not done
account.
that?
Oh no, it's okay.
Okay, good. Awesome. All right, hold on one second. So you're not the shitty thing is you're not going to be able to see me on the Zoom, but if I give you like the stream link, you'll be able to like watch me but like a few seconds behind. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
All right,
We can
good.
also just talk too. Doesn't either way.
Cool. Nice. So what's up? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hi.
Hi. By the way, anybody that's like watching right now, because this is live, by the way, do you want me to call you Lacey or Skylar?
You can call me Lacey.
Nice. Hi, Lacey. I'm Anthony. So to anybody that's watching right now, I don't know Lacey. I messaged her like last week and she was nice enough to say like, yeah, I'll come on your shitty little podcast. And I was like, yay, that's so nice. So thank you for coming on. Like, I'm just a random stranger to you. You have no idea who I am.
Well, it's so rare that people message me with like productive
Mm,
opportunities.
really?
Yeah, there's not, I mean, so many people follow me, but I don't really receive a lot of I don't know, it's a lot of like negativity. And
Really?
I have been on a podcast once before,
Mm-hmm.
very early on. I think I had been doing social media and everything for like a month or 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And he was awful. He was so
Really?
awful.
Wait, why was he
Yes.
awful?
Um, he he kind of he was just really kind of talked to me like a child, and I couldn't see the comments on the stream.
Oh, do
It
you
was
want me to
just like
send you the stream? I'm gonna send you the
yeah,
stream
sure,
now.
sure.
I wanna put you at ease. Wait, where'd you go?
I I don't use Zoom like ever. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
it's okay. Hold on.
Is it going to be in the messages?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna send you. Oh, you probably left Zoom and it turned off the video. Okay, don't worry about that.
I was going to Instagram because I thought you were I'm so
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you. Don't worry. It's
Okay,
happening
cool.
right now. Okay, ready? Bada bing, boom, bap. I just sent you the Instagram link. Oh, no,
Okay,
I
I'm
know, I'm sorry. I sent you the YouTube link in Instagram, but let me put it in the chat too.
okay.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
Okay.
hold on.
Well, I can go to
I love how when like technology gets really confusing because there's too many options. All right, I'm sending it in the chat now too. Boom bim
Okay, cool.
bap.
I don't know if I should
Oh yeah, you got to click on it on another device if you have it.
another device. I can actually my laptop's right here. So,
Okay,
let me
cool.
just
Nice.
1 second. 1 second.
Nice.
I didn't
And then
even
you'll
know
be
that
able
was
to
giving
see what I
pause here.
that might you'll be able to see that I'm like I don't know, I'm like breaking out. My face is like so red right now. By the way, Gilana, thank you so much for saying that it was a nice aesthetic and very professional looking. Um and so if anybody's just getting here right now and don't know what they just clicked on, this is Skylar Ray. She just jumped in. And Skylar, do you wanna like can you tell me who you are?
Um, so I am 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
20 next month. I live in
Nice.
LA. Um, and I do OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and that's my full-time job. So,
Mm-hmm. Nice. And so you blew up in the past year or 2 years. Or when did you really blow up? Pandemic times.
so I dropped out of college. I did the whole college thing first semester. I dropped out and I came back home. Maybe wasn't even a full semester. It was November of 2020 that I came home back to my mom's house and I started doing TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had around 30K on TikTok, and then I made an OnlyFans, and then I started doing Instagram, and I created Skylar Ray as like an alias, and did Instagram ads and yeah, stuff like that. So
nice. And just out of curiosity, in terms of like growth, because this is fun too, did you find that you grew mostly off of Instagram ads? How did you find you grew the fastest?
So I have two aliases.
Yeah.
And one is Lacey Lotus and the other is Skylar Ray. Lacey Lotus is kind of more of like my personal, and I promoted that purely on TikTok. And that only has like 93,000 or something. And then Skylar Ray has, current account has, it was 1 million, but I lost some followers.
Did you get canceled over the weekend or something?
It's awful. I dyed my hair. I was blonde.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did people unfollow you because you changed your hair color?
Yeah. Well, they unfollowed me for that. Keep in mind, I have two different Instagram accounts for Skylar Ray. One has 2 million followers and the other had 1 million. And the one that's bigger is more of like a more provocative and promotional account for my OnlyFans. And they were both that way. And I rebranded the smaller one to be more personal to me and to be more focused on like who I am as a person and like my interests. And people didn't like that at all. I lost 60,000 followers. So
wow. But out of 1 million or something, that's not that bad. That's like a few pennies out of $100.
It definitely is. It's just, I mean,
but
it
no,
feels
but
like still so many people because I'm like, that's like a stadium. You
but
know?
the idea, but like on the idea that they go, oh, you're gonna talk about your. No, I don't want to know you, so I'm gonna peace now. That's that. To think that 60,000 people did that, that's a pretty shallow thought. What do you think of that?
Well, I do a lot of thinking about it because it's literally my life. But
yeah,
I think a lot of feedback I receive is, oh, this is what you signed up for. And it makes me I have a really hard time concealing how I feel and my emotions. And I like to put it all out there and tell people because I really think that they'll understand. And I don't understand the amount of people that see it and the amount of people that really are bigoted, to use a strong word. And then it's like, people are like, oh, well, you do sex work. Obviously, people are going to, they're only going to want to see that. They're not going to want to see anything else. It wouldn't make sense for you to want to be that person. And I just didn't think that was the way it was going to be. I knew I was going to lose some followers, but I didn't think I would get so much hate or anything like that. But
what kind of hate did you get, if you don't mind me asking?
Sorry. Well, it was a lot of stay in your lane. You are what you are. You'll never be free from this. You're nothing more than this. It's
it's weird that people felt like they needed to say that too. Like, what the fuck? What kind of evil people are like, I'll tell you what kind of evil people. It is literally 14-year-olds that are angry. That's all it is. Like, I'm telling you. And if they're not 14, maybe they're 32 and they're angry, but they're just angry is really all it is. They wanted a one-sided thing, and when they started seeing more, they got mad. But here's the good thing about it is, like, you could shed those, but that's like, have you ever heard of the term, like, take one step back, 2 steps forward? Like, it's like you could shed the shit, and then once you start, like, basically, what would you call it, like a rebrand or something like that, like showing a different showing different content, you're going to now grow even bigger. You know?
We'll see. I mean, that was the plan, is that there's going to be people that aren't going to want to. I get a lot of positivity too, so I don't want to paint it out to be some horrible negative thing. It is negative, but I have good days, and there are good people. I like to think. Mm-hmm. It's not all bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But this is the stuff, like, we got right into it. This is the stuff I wanted to talk about. This stuff is interesting to me. And so, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, I would love to just learn more about your lifestyle and see who you are, and especially in terms of like relationships and dating, because I just love that topic. So yeah, first off, like, what is your dating life like? And has it changed? And I mean, okay, so I'm gonna just throw a bunch of questions, because these are all the ones that are in my head, and you could just take whatever ones you want and answer them. Okay, so do you get, like, is it a positive to have a ton of followers and then have people sliding into the DMs? Or is it just as randomized as like online dating, where there's just a bunch of creepy people and you have to sift through the crap to find anybody that's good? Is dating based on your followers just like the worst idea in the world? Have you done it before? Tell me these things, Lacey.
It's actually funny. I've had a boyfriend for a year now. So
nice. Okay. And no, wait, how did you meet him?
Tinder, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Cool. No, that's where I met my girlfriend. Tinder. I mean, that's where everybody's meeting there. I mean, yeah.
If it works.
All right. So did you meet him as you were growing, or kind of when you were really small?
As I was growing.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So what, like, did, it's a he, right? I'm just going to guess. Yeah. Okay. Did you have to kind of like slowly introduce him to your lifestyle and your job? Is it something that, you know, he knew about already? Tell me.
So when I met him, I had been doing OnlyFans for a week. And I remember going over there and he was like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I was like, "OnlyFans." But he never even, I mean, it was just like, he never even took a second thought.
Yeah.
It was dope. Nothing. Yeah. I mean, there was no adjustment period, and he knew going in, so it was easy, but he's just a rare kind of man, particularly, I feel like.
A unicorn, maybe.
I mean, when you're talking about like DMs and sifting through, I could never see myself dating, hooking up with anything, even being friends with any of the men in my DMs.
Wait, is it because of the content of the DMs, or is it just on principle that you would never date anybody that follows you?
Well, part of it is the trust issues, and it's the fact that like they see me in a way that it's not 100% me. So for someone to reach out to me and say, "Wow, I really want to be friends with you," or "I really want to go on a date with you," I'm like, "Where are you getting this information from? Like, what do you see in my profile that makes you want me?" You know, that's my question there.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about it like that. Yo, are you able to see me on the stream right now?
I can see you're definitely a little behind, but it's okay.
Are you talking about my intelligence, or
what?
I'm a little behind on the stream.
No, you're right there.
Delayed.
Well, yes, your image is
Oh,
delayed.
okay. I thought you were talking about my mental abilities.
I'm sure you're
Um,
great.
oh, thank you. Okay, so your okay, so your boyfriend, do you ever feel vibes from him, like he ever gets the slightest bit jealous whatsoever? Tell me about that.
No.
Nice.
I mean, it's crazy. No, not at all.
Mm,
He, well, he's a model.
mm, mm.
He does like big designer runways, and if anyone's getting jealous, it's actually been me.
Yeah. Okay.
He hangs out with models all day, and
Okay.
I'm
All
sitting
right.
here like,
Let's hear about that
wow.
then. I want to hear about that. Okay. So is he like, hey honey, the shoot's running long. I have to hang out with Carly and Jesse for a couple more hours. I'll see you in a little bit. Does that ever happen? And you go, wait, what?
You know, no, I met his friends. Um,
Okay.
I actually met he had a friend there that he met, this guy, and this guy's girlfriend and me just hit it off
Oh,
super
nice.
well. So
Okay. But you do get jealous sometimes?
yeah, a little bit, but that's like a trauma response. That's not like
Yeah.
him doing anything wrong. That's just me and my own issues.
Yeah, totally. I understand. That's awesome. And and I don't know if it is his job or probably just his personality, but it does take a super secure person to date somebody that is on OnlyFans, because they could be thinking, oh no, well what if she starts dating, whatever it is, whatever thoughts that come into their somebody's head about that. And so you're right, like it is a rare person. Now, did you date a lot before you met him? Or are you the type that, kind of uses Tinder from time to time?
Well, let's see. I mean, before college, it was high school, and I had relationships in high school, but who
Hmm.
doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and then with Tinder, I know I had a thing with this guy in college, and that was like a huge, like, oh, let's just like live together, and and we're not gonna date because I don't want to date, and he wanted to date, and I'd be like, no, 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 no,
Hmm.
no. And that was the commitment issue speaking.
Hmm.
And I gave myself some time, and I moved home, and I was on Tinder, and it was very boring, and didn't like it. Didn't expect to date him though. Didn't
Hmm.
expect it to be a time in my life where that was a thing I was going to do. Or yeah, that I didn't expect someone to just be like, I didn't expect to be so comfortable with him. Most people I don't, they ask what I do, I
Hmm.
give them some bullshit like, oh, social media,
Yeah.
I do,
Hmm.
promotions and ads, but with him, I felt comfortable from the start. He's just not very traditionally masculine.
Hmm. And okay, I mean, God, I could just go into a million questions, but I'm going to go into this question now. Um, what do you think of the whole alpha male thing? Do you like alphas?
Um, you know, I would have to say that anyone that calls themselves an alpha male, I would want to be at least 5 miles away from at all
Okay.
times.
All right. Okay. Why is that? You're a really hot model. I thought really hot models are supposed to like really alpha guys. I don't get it. My brain's not figuring this out.
This is so funny. I I don't for me, I don't necessarily have a type. I never really have. I've dated so many different kinds of people. I've dated girls. I have, I mean, I don't really have a type. I like people that are kind, that are genuine.
Mm.
I do have a type for people that I would not date, and it has to be the self-proclaimed alpha male. It's something about there's so many traits that come with that. I don't want to be too technical here or give anything away that's like personal, but I am the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
my boyfriend cooks and cleans and
Yeah.
watches the dog, and I work.
Yeah.
I work my ass off, and however you want to do it, whether you want to do it that way or you want to do it the traditional way, like.
Mm-hmm.
But when people purposefully go into their gender roles, not because they want to, but because they feel like they have to, or they feel like that's the only way to do that. Like, oh, I'm the best man. I'm the best person of my gender.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like it's just weird. Like, just, I don't know. There's a lot that just,
But Lacey, isn't it inside of your DNA that you are programmed to want the breadwinner and be the submissive?
No, I'd rather be single. I can never. Do you know how many DMs I get on a regular basis of men that are like, I will support us. Quit your job. Run away with me. Come to insert random country here.
Yeah.
You can live off of my money. And I'm like, that's great and all, but I'm doing really good. Like, even if I didn't have a boy, I would never. It's kind of, I don't know. It feels really degrading to me. It's so nice to be able to make my own money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love hearing you say it because I think there's so much, for some reason, I don't know why, this whole like alpha male, red pill, like, I don't know, is just exploding on the internet right now. And for some reason, guys are eating it up. And it's the most genius thing in the world, and it's true and it's real, and oh, it's science, that it's psychology, it's just cavemen shit. You know, like they think that like cavemen are like grab women by the hair and drag them out of a cave, and they have like, you know, the bat on the other side of them, and they have like the loincloth, ooga booga, and that's what women want. Like I don't know who's making this shit up. It's really funny, but I'd love to know like more about your boyfriend. Like, so what is his personality like? He's you said that he's more what?
Feminine.
More feminine. Yeah. And what does that mean?
He will take any compliment. First of all, this is such a small example, but it could be like, wow, you're so handsome. Okay, cool. Wow, you're so pretty. Okay, cool. You know? It's like anything. He's like, this is okay. I'm okay with this. He is very much so a man. He's very comfortable identifying as a man.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't really give a fuck about what that.
Yep. She froze. Let's see what's going on here. She is frozen and she's frozen, and we're gonna see what happens in a minute. Yeah. And she's super duper frozen, and you know that she is. All right, I just DM'd her. We'll see what happens in a bit. Let's just see if anything changes. She just left. Maybe she'll come back in a minute. And yeah, well, that's it for Skylar Ray, everyone. Let's thank her. No, I'm just joking. She'll probably come back. This interview was getting really interesting. And by the way, once again, oh, there you're back, dude. Welcome back. Oh, wait, you have to turn on your audio. 1 second. I'm going to ask to unmute. Oh, you should
Okay.
be back now. Yay.
I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's get back into this because this is like, I love talking about this stuff. Okay. So, yeah, he's very happy identifying as a man. And by the way, for me, like the words masculine and feminine, to me, they're just kind of like used so people understand what I'm talking about. But on the inside, I really don't even give a shit about those words. I'd rather use more specific words like kind, thoughtful, loving, assertive, strong. I mean, I know more strong emotionally women than men. And so for me to put certain words into certain categories makes no sense to me. I'm happy to get rid of those words aside from just helping out people that are too stuck to them. But what do you aside from his hot model looks, what do you find attractive about your boyfriend?
Dylan is just very caring. He really is so sweet. He's very selfless. Probably one of the most selfless people I've ever met.
How is he selfless?
He's very helpful. When we're out in public, I'm usually the one that has to be like, hey, you messed up my order. Like, because he won't do it.
Yeah.
He just wants to be kind. He doesn't want to ruin anyone's day or get in anyone's way. And he's gentle and he's soft. He's not aggressive. I yell more than he does, if we're being honest here.
He sounds like my beta king, in fact, if anything.
Oh, you'd love him.
Nice. Awesome. Well, that's everyone. Let's bring in Dylan. Here he is. Come on in, Dylan. Is he right there? Where is he?
He's at the music store getting a keyboard right now.
Oh, I would love him. Holy shit, dude. Yo, what music store is he at? Guitar Center?
He's at this little LA family owned.
Nice. Very hipster vibes.
Too. Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Right. Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have to send me his music. I want to hear it. Also, wait, don't you write music too?
I dabble.
Mm-hmm. You play.
I do. It's hard. It's vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And I receive a lot of loving and supportive messages. I've probably gotten 2 hate comments total on my music telling me that I'm not talented.
Mm-hmm.
People usually just try to go for my looks or something like that, thankfully, because if everyone was telling me that my music was bad, I don't know what I would do. It would make me very, very sad. This is something I've always loved.
Yeah. I mean, there is no art without vulnerability. So it is inherently a brave act to put out art because it's something that your soul made, something that like you personally love and believe in and is special. And so to put that out, that's hard.
It's just something that's always been so personal to me, and I have to do it right. I have to do it perfectly, and it has to be at the perfect time, and it has to be so personal to me. I don't want to create something just to create for the sake of creating.
Yeah.
And that's all good and all, but I want to create something because I need to say something, and it's always a form of expression, one way or another, art.
Yeah. That's awesome. So where could I listen to your music?
I don't have anything out yet.
Oh, but you
it's
did.
So sad.
Have you recorded it though? Like even as demos? Because I don't, like I write a ton of songs, but like I haven't professionally recorded anything yet. It's all like little home demos.
I had a SoundCloud a while back, and I had a few songs on there, but I privated them. To be fair, they were not good.
Okay.
The writing was good, but it was not good. Like 2010 guitar, what's it called? GarageBand.
Yeah.
Recording, not good.
Yeah. Yo, are you into Steve Lacy, by the way?
He's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
He's cool.
Because he did his whole first EP on his iPhone GarageBand, which I just love.
I know. I've heard, but that's Steve Lacy. I'm just Lacy.
I forgot about that. Wait a second. There is a connection there. Cool. All right. What else do you want to tell me?
I have a theory about alpha males. I don't really think that they are. I know that they pull from like science and biology and whatever the fuck, but sorry, can I swear on here?
Yeah.
I didn't ask.
Yes.
I can?
Yeah, you can.
And they do that, but I don't think they're doing it because they think it's like, this is the scientific real way. I think they do it because they're really lonely.
Yeah.
Really insecure. And it does make me sad because it's really, I have a lot of people talking about my dad on a regular basis. Like, oh my God, where is her father? I never want a daughter. I feel so bad for her dad. I feel bad for their dads. Well, no, I feel bad for them because in that context, it's like, if you lacked a secure father figure as a man growing up, I feel like it has to really take a toll on who you are and how you treat women.
Speaking of vulnerability, again, like the whole alpha idea and like what, young boys are being trained to act like today, it's the opposite of vulnerability. And confidence is when you are completely fine with your vulnerability. Just be like, yeah, this is this and here it is. And, the macho vibe or the alpha vibe or whatever it is the opposite of that. It's all protection. It's all showing the tough side. It's all ready to fight a bear that doesn't exist. It's like every time they walk into a room or in a bar or in a club or wherever, it's like you would literally think there's a bear, a brown bear, not a black bear, a brown bear in the room and mauling people. And that man is ready to defend himself. But there's no bear. So it's a constant protection of this. And that's the funny thing to me, because confidence is when all of your vulnerabilities, all of anything that could potentially be judged is just out in the open and you just feel okay with it. Yeah.
I think the bear is whatever father figure
I was just thinking of that
in their life. I mean, it's like, where did you get that? Who told you that you needed to do this?
Yeah.
Who told you that it wasn't okay? And my boyfriend, I love him. He is so perfect and so beautiful. And even he, in all of his, how comfortable and confident he is in his own skin to be himself and reject this idea of traditional masculinity, he still has difficulty talking about his feelings. And that's something that most men are going to deal with because it's how they've been raised.
Yes. 100%. Yeah. I can't wait until it starts equaling out and just, everybody is able to express themselves. Yeah. I don't know why it's still trained. I mean, like, I get it, like, in the past, like a long time ago, like when there were a lot of wars and everyone was getting drafted for war. And it's like, you really had to swallow everything you had and just go fight. you know? And then and that's how they trained you at boot camp. And then you come home and you still have all of that experience inside of you, and you really can't let it out because nobody can relate to you. And that like makes sense in that way. But nobody's like that anymore. You know, everybody's very safe. Everything's fine. Yeah.
I just, I can't be hateful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a lot of anger towards
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
But, you know, I, in my idea, there's a gender war, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
women are coming out currently trying to come out on top. And people get so angry with like the idea of minority groups and people that have been had their equality stolen from them, and they're fighting to get it back, and it's like a pendulum. I had a
Mm-hmm.
good friend of mine, a mentor of mine, when I was younger, tell me that trying to find equality in a mass of people is like a pendulum. It's one
Mm.
way, and then it swings and it swings and it swings. It meets in the middle at some point, but there's, you know, there's going to be a lot of, and men get angry. They're like, oh, these women, they won't shut the fuck up. They really want to be in power, and
Mm.
they want their voices heard, and I want my voice heard. I'm sad, you know, I'm struggling,
Yeah.
and they can, but we've been silenced for so long, and still silenced and objectified, and you really don't realize, I mean, I didn't realize awful um how awful it is to be a woman until I went on the internet and became comfortable in my sexuality.
Mm.
I mean, I knew before then, but
Have you become more um have you have you grown to dislike men more after growing on the internet?
it's hard to say because I had a lot of really awful things happen to me in the context of being with men. I mean, just horrible, horrible things.
Hmm.
I mean, so mistreated, and it's hard to know if I'm just growing up and coming to terms with that and developing the trust issues from that,
Mm-hmm.
or if it is, you know, I've become very cynical. I will
Yeah.
say that. I've
Yeah.
become a very cynical person.
Yeah. Now, I have a real philosophical one for you. You ready?
So
Okay.
ready.
Is it possible to enjoy um porn, OnlyFans, anything sexual on the internet without objectifying or dehumanizing women or whoever?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If there's any avenue for that, it's OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
I've even seen women on the internet making me out to be the bad guy, and other women in sex work out to be the bad guy. Like, oh, you're contributing to the problem. It's like, well, don't hate the player, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but and Pornhub has to be one of the most corrupt websites
Mm-hmm.
I've ever encountered. And any porn website where the thing about OnlyFans is that the girls have the control.
Mm-hmm.
Girls and or whoever else, the sex
Yeah.
workers, the content creators have the control.
Yeah.
They have the control over the content. They are profiting directly from the content. You know that they're profiting. And the only, this is where it gets complicated. The only part of OnlyFans that I worry about as far as like being toxic or unhealthy is the fact that you can message people.
Okay.
I think it's something just doesn't quite sit right with me. That, I mean, I've had subscribers who have messaged me like, I just had to go to the bathroom at work and message you. And I'm like, I am not your mom, girlfriend, sister. I am basically a character on the
Mm-hmm.
internet,
Yeah.
and I've had men talk to me about all of their problems instead of just going to therapy. I feel like I should start charging for that. I'm like, I want to talk you through
Yeah.
this, but come on, dude. I
Wait,
don't
but
have a
don't they have to
degree.
pay for the DMs?
No, no.
Oh,
DMs
got
are
it.
free with subscription. You just
Oh.
you can see your favorite girl, your
Mm.
favorite porn star on the internet, and you can just subscribe to her OnlyFans and you message her. And
Oh.
I'm like, it's fine, but do all men have that self-control? Men, women, whoever wants to subscribe, do these people with porn problems,
Yeah.
do they have that self-control to like set up those healthy boundaries? Like this person is doing their job. I can't walk into a Walgreens and be like, hey, my whole family got run over by a car today. I can't do that.
Yeah.
They're just at Walgreens.
Yeah.
They're just working at Walgreens. Like,
Wow. That's a good point.
you know,
Now, are you responding to them and like having conversations with them?
well, you have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's harmless.
Got
It
it.
just makes me think sometimes about what is healthy and what is not. But I think
Yeah.
as far as if we're putting it on a scale of like most unhealthy porn to like best and most healthy porn, it's got to be OnlyFans because it's real people. We don't have a director behind the camera like, okay, now do this, now do
Yeah.
this. It's not overly rough. It's very vanilla, by the way. My content is very normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just being shared. That's the only thing that isn't normal about it. But it's not anything glorifying like abuse, you know?
Yeah. Now, do you have any healthy dynamics with any of your fans where it's like it seems like a really positive relationship that they have with you?
Well, I would say if they're having a relationship at all with me, it's probably not the healthiest.
Yeah.
But I would say, I mean, there's people that will pop in and pop out like, wow, this was great. I enjoy your content. Very cool. I really like your music. Or like,
Mm-hmm.
I've had people before, I've had guys come to me like, girls don't like me. Why don't girls like me? And I'll give them a few tips. But when they keep coming back, I'm like, I
Yeah.
I have to say honestly, I hope and pray to God every night that all of these men find girlfriends. I'm
Yeah.
not a Christian. I feel like they need to go out and create those relationships and not have that relationship with a random girl on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. But this is the world we're living in right now. It's sad. Huh. Now, are you thinking ever of like, do you ever second guess your choices? Like, like you say, like you do get a lot of negative comments and weirdos and all that. Does it make you ever like second guess your OnlyFans and be like, I'm just going to stop it all today? Do you ever think that at all?
I I've had many moments
Mm-hmm.
where I've wanted to quit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard in the way that you would consider a traditional job hard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to wake up every day and go to a place where things are unpredictable and moving really fast and it's really stressful. I pay hard work in the sense of like the emotional turmoil that it takes on me.
Yeah.
And not
Mm-hmm.
just my brain, but my body. Physically, you feel this hate that you receive, and it
Yeah.
really is constant. It really is. I mean, I haven't gone every day for a year now. I started November 10th is when I started. And I haven't gone a day without receiving some sort of very
Wow.
hateful.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, I didn't think it was that much. That's crazy. Huh.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Um, and I don't think I'm a bad person either.
Hmm.
I don't think I've ever done anything really wrong,
Yeah.
but I am relentlessly cyberbullied.
Yeah. You do understand it's like on a rational level that it's projecting, right? That
On a rational
they're
level, I
projecting how
understand
they
it has
feel.
nothing to do with me. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That it has nothing to do with me, but
Yeah.
it's the subconscious mind. It grabs onto that negative,
Yeah.
especially when you already have, like, I already had mental illness. I
Hmm.
wasn't expecting to go into this having millions of followers. I never thought, people are always like, oh, you're so stuck up. Like, why do you need to have so much attention on the internet? I'm like, I was not expecting this much attention on
Yeah.
the internet. I wanted to pay off my student loans and
Yeah.
move out of my parents' house. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not posting so that people pay attention to me. I don't
Hmm.
need that currently in my life. I do regret it. There are a lot of times where I do say, damn, I really wish I never even would have done this, but it's opened up so many opportunities for me. I got to meet Jaden Smith a few months
Nice.
ago. That was really cool.
How'd you
And
do that? Tell me about that.
can I ask how many viewers on average you get on your stream
Not
before I go into
anywhere
this?
near enough that this is going to leak out to the world. You could look right now. There's 30 people, 33 people. Actually, maybe we shouldn't talk about this. 33 now. It was 31 a minute ago.
Well, hi, 33 people. Thanks for joining. I'm going to tell you a really fun story.
Nice.
So I got a DM. Anyone ever watched Hannah Montana?
Yeah. I'm sure everyone
Okay.
here has.
Okay, so Rico.
Yeah.
Rico from Hannah Montana DM'd me on Instagram
Yeah.
and was like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure. He was like, come to this shoot on this day. And so we drive there. It's in Calabasas, and we show up, and it's a much bigger shoot. I thought he was shooting like for one or two girls, and I show up, and there's like tons of people there, and I see Jaden Smith, and
Wow.
I'm like, okay. And I get out of my car and I go up, and his name is Moises. Moises comes up to me. He's actually a really sweet guy. Tons of fun. I've shot with him before too, and he's really cool. And he comes up. He's like, hey, thanks for coming out. Like, we'll get you in an outfit. It was for Jaden Smith's MSFT rep line.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just his clothing line. And it was a really cool line. And everyone there was super sweet. Made a few friends. And then, Jaden did come up, and he was very, very kind, very down to earth, and shook hands with me, and he was like, thanks for coming. Really a genuine guy.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. And that was one thing that wasn't necessarily because of OnlyFans, but that was because of having followers, I assume. Yeah. And I know that Moises found me through Instagram ads, through Skylar Ray.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Moises connected you to Jaden. That's pretty cool.
They're friends.
Yeah. I would imagine. The whole, Gen Z celebrity world makes sense. Actually, wait, he's probably a millennial, Moises. Let me see how old he is. Not that this matters, but this is just fun for me.
I'm pretty sure he's a millennial.
Yeah, probably. Okay. All right. So I have another fun question.
Super excited.
Okay. So what did your boyfriend text you on Tinder to get your attention and make you want to see him?
I don't even remember. No, no, no. I messaged him first.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wait. No, no, no. Wait. No, he did. He
Okay.
did. I think my Tinder bio was something like,
Do you still have it? Could you pull up the conversation?
I don't have Tinder.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
okay. I do, but it's for girls and it's a different account.
Oh, okay.
I said way too much. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Never mind. Anyways.
Nobody's going to see this, Lacey.
I think, okay, my Tinder bio was something along the lines of, your hands look better around my throat when your nails are painted.
Nice. Very good.
Which is so funny and so fitting. Even to this day, it's so fitting.
No.
And is actually, he's really good at painting nails. He does the craziest designs and has been practicing for like years now. And he does all my nails and my manicures.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
He's great.
Yes, he's my beta queen. He's
great. He's amazing.
Okay, so your boyfriend does your nails because he's better at it than you are.
Yes, correct.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, that just reminded me of like that TikTok femboy type of thing where like, you know, they're like getting arrested or like or no, the choking ones, the choking POVs. Do you know what I'm talking about on TikTok? Where like the boy, like they're these like e-boys that are like, they'll choke you like very sexually on TikTok and like girls are going crazy for it. You never saw those?
Well, okay. I know there was a trend like making fun of them. Like
no, but this is the actual, no, well, it came from somewhere.
I don't know. I was never in, I have only girls on my For You page.
Okay. All right. Okay. So,
men, I block them. I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
All right. Well, hold on. All right. So that was your profile, right? So what did he message you again? Are you sponsored by Liquid Death?
This is not Liquid Death. This is house wine. It's my favorite wine. I'm not sponsored.
I've seen that before. Okay, cool.
It's
nice.
really good. It's in a can. I think it's like women owned. So
hell yeah.
Anyways.
All right. So what did he message you?
He messaged me back and he said, well, he messaged me first. He said something along the lines of, actually, I think he might have just said, hey, LOL.
That's actually not a bad text.
Well, it was obvious that he had painted nails. I mean,
yeah, it was on his pictures.
From his profile, he was very, very feminine. He was wearing a skirt in one of his pictures.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's bisexual, so that was in his profile. And he had stuff with his band, and he had pictures of him in a skirt in a flower field. And I was like, okay, bet.
Nice. Yeah.
But it was something simple, and I was like, I don't need anything more than this. He didn't need to impress me.
Yeah. That is, and I teach like people how to do online dating all the time. And I actually have a course for it. And the biggest thing that I talk about is like, show who you are in the photos. Like, it's not just about how good looking you are. It's about like your lifestyle, because like attracts like. And what people are looking for, yeah, obviously they want looks. That's obvious. But like, it goes beyond that. It, like, when they could connect with your personality and your lifestyle and go, ooh, like, I could live that life. Like, I could share that life, you know? Like, we could definitely vibe together. That's a big thing.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, for me, at the time, I was just like, oh, well, I have to look attractive. To be completely honest with you, it was supposed to be a one and done with Dylan. I had no idea what to expect. I was like, okay, it's going to be a casual hookup.
Yeah.
And it was, but it wasn't, because I was like, you're perfect. And he was like, you're perfect. And I was like, what are you doing Friday? And he was like, nothing. So.
Nice. And then what'd you guys do?
On Friday, well, it was during the pandemic. I think we watched a movie and he showed me like some really, really cringy, obscene movie from, it's called Just Another Teen Movie. That's the movie
Yeah.
that he showed me. And that
Yeah.
was like my first impression of him. And it was, I just
Yeah.
remember one scene where this girl, never mind, I'm not going to talk about it.
All right.
But it gave me a great insight to his personality. I was like, okay, so this is your sense of humor.
Got it.
And then that Friday, I think, we went to IKEA because I was about to move into my first apartment and he helped me shop for furniture. So
nice. Isn't that great when you connect with somebody so fast that like immediately you guys feel like, oh, let's go fucking furniture shopping together on the second date? That's pretty dope, dude.
oh my God, I can't even express how sweet he was. He helped me move in, not even a month knowing him. I knew him for like 2 weeks, and he helped me move into my apartment. Spent all day carrying all this heavy furniture, loading his car, making 2 trips, like all to help me move in. And he didn't even have to do that.
Okay.
I just thought that was the sweetest thing ever.
All right. So this brings me to a fun question, because like I love taking the brain of like a little red pill boy and kind of translating what you say through that. So wasn't he being a fucking turbo simp doing that? And why? I
would not be interested
in
a man if he wasn't completely obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with you. You're perfect. You're amazing. I want to pursue this with you. I want to see what there is here. If you're not obsessed with me back, it's like, okay, I'll be a beta female and dump you. Yeah. You know, it's that easy.
But okay, let me put it this way. How can you tell the difference, Lacey, between a guy that is helping you with your apartment and you're like, oh my God, this is so sweet. Oh, like it's so amazing. He's the perfect guy. And then a guy that's doing it, the same exact guy, same exact stuff, except for you go, God, like he's like, this is like way too much, dude. Like it's way too try hard. Like I get it. You're obsessed with me, but like, this is too much. What's the difference?
That is such a good question. For me, this guy, he was unlike anything I had ever met, unlike anyone I'd ever been around. I'm trying to think back to those moments because he really was just so authentic, so himself, so vulnerable, so real. He was not, because, you know, it could be like, obviously, I've had that intrusive thought with everyone else that I've ever been with before. Are you doing this to be nice? Or are you doing this to hook up with me?
Yeah.
You know, but with him, my like dumb woman brain is like, it's because of his smile. But I know there has to be more there.
Okay, so this is what I believe it is, and you could tell me if this is it.
Yeah.
I believe the difference between, and this is why so many people, they get confused at the surface level actions. Oh, you're doing this, that means you're a simp. It's, are you needy when you do it or not? If you're needy, then it's unattractive. If you're completely if you're independent and your happiness doesn't rely on this other person, and the reason that you're doing this isn't in hopes to make this person like fall in love with you and make sure that they fall in love with you. And so the difference once again is like in the purpose behind it. It's like, I'm doing it just because this is fun. I love hanging with you. Like I love making you happy. And that's it. And then the other side is like, well, I'm doing this because I want you to see how good of a boyfriend I could be. Because once I have you forever, then I will never be sad again. That's what I think the difference is. But you tell me.
He didn't come across as needy.
Yeah.
Not
even
once.
When he was helping you out with your apartment.
Even when he helped me move it was so early, and I told him, you don't have to do this. This means so much to me.
Yeah.
He genuinely, everything about him, his language and the even his body language, his facial expressions, his tone of voice, it was completely down to a T. Just, I want to help you. I'm a helpful person. I'm a caring person.
Got it. That makes perfect sense. And the way you just worded that, I think it's so clear. It's like, that's just who that person is. They just love doing that for people. And again, it has to do with, are you trying to get something out of this? Or do you just love doing it for the person? I think that's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yo,
That's the difference.
Lacey,
Yes.
I have a question for you now.
Okay.
All right. So on this podcast that I literally just started a couple of weeks ago, we've been doing something really fun midway through, and I want to know if you're down for it. Okay. We do something called mock dates, where we put the viewers on a fake date with each other, a practice date with each other, so they could practice their conversation and social skills, and then I could like give them some pointers along the way. Would you want to be part of the mock date so people could practice talking to you?
That sounds like a ton of fun.
Let's fucking do
I'm
it,
so
dude.
down.
Let's do it, dude. All right, cool. So there's some people in the Zoom right now, and I'm going to pull them in, and we're just going to jump right into it. And I'm going to bring in my buddy, Christoph, who's been in here before, and you're going to be able to see him in a couple seconds. Hold up. I don't know if he's pooping his pants right now, but hold on one second. Hold on, everybody.
Hello?
One second, Christoph.
Yeah, okay.
All right. You're in, dude. All right, so Lacey, can you see Christoph?
Yes.
Christoph, can you see Lacey?
Hello. I can see her, yeah.
All right.
Hi, Christoph.
All right. Lacey, thank you for doing this.
Well,
And-
now I'm nervous.
And Christoph, thank you for doing this.
My
Now,
pleasure.
Christoph, do you know who Lacey is?
Yeah, I followed your whole talk, and
Yeah.
I looked her up on Instagram, yeah.
Oh, wait. So, like, you didn't know who she was before this, though?
No.
Oh, okay. Got it. Cool. All right. So basically the way it works, you guys chat for a couple of minutes. I'll stop you here and there, give you some pointers along the way. We could talk about it. And yeah, just remember, it's for fun. It's for practice. Everybody knows this, but just anybody that's never seen this before. And it's really just like, again, Christoph, don't get nervous about this. This is meant to be silly and stupid. You're meant to mess up. You're meant to be nervous, and we're all supposed to laugh afterwards. It's not a serious thing, you know? And we all love you here, buddy. Okay?
Yeah, it's good.
And she's not an alien. She's just a human being. All right, and so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go on mute, and you guys could have a chat. Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So hello again.
Hi, Christoph.
I don't know, do you feel nervous too, or is it just me?
I had a little wine. I'm not that nervous.
Okay.
How was your day?
Or pretty much a little bit of work today, and I did some cutting from my latest YouTube video, but I wanted to put up on the weekend, so a little bit, and I slept a lot because I hadn't that much sleep on the last night. So that was.
I don't know how you. I can't function on no sleep. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I made a little mistake yesterday because I took a sleep at the afternoon, and slept until the evening. And then I couldn't sleep at night, so I was pretty much for most of the night I was awake and watched Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I just recently went with some of my friends to Universal here in LA.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it's not even nearly as good as Universal in Florida, because they have like half the rides. I don't know if you like theme park rides at all, but the Universal here with Harry Potter World, they have 2 rides, only 2.
Okay.
But it was still very cool because we got our wands and we got to go to the little shops and everything. I don't know where you're located, if you guys have like Universal and stuff, but Harry Potter World is fun. There's the castle and everything too, which is a lot of fun.
Okay, and so the theme park is located where again?
It's located, well, when I went to Universal, it was in LA. They have, because California and then Florida, and Florida has the bigger Universal, and then California has the smaller Universal that's like not as cool in the US.
Yeah, I mean, we that's the sad thing. I'm from Germany. We don't have something like that in Europe. We have just Disneyland in Paris, and that's all. I mean, from the big theme parks, you know, like Universal and Disney and all that. We have like theme parks with real roller coasters and all of that, but not like Universal stuff or Disney stuff and all of that. Yeah, not the Universal stuff, the Disney stuff we have just in Paris, near Paris.
I want to go to Disneyland in Paris so bad. We go to Disneyland like once a month, pretty much. Me and my roommate.
Okay, when you went to Disneyland, what's your top 5 of the attractions where you would say, okay, I have to ride that, and I have to do that, and that. That's
so at our Disneyland, we have the Incredicoaster, and that is my favorite ride ever. I make everyone go on it till everyone's sick, pretty much. It goes in a loop. It only has 1 loop, but it's like 1 drop and then 2 drops.
Yeah, okay.
It's the best. It's my favorite ride. My second has to be Guardians of the Galaxy. They have Guardians of the Galaxy ride. It's a drop tower. It's like I forgot what it was before.
Oh, so drop tower means just that.
Yep. It goes up and it goes down, and it's crazy. It's like kind of nauseating the first time I went on it. Didn't like it at all. Almost had a panic attack because I was like, oh my God, like this is really uncomfortable. I want to get off. But I've grown to like love that ride and go on it. And everyone around me is like, I don't want to go on it again. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going on it again. My third has to be, they just launched, it's relatively new. There's a Star Wars ride. I'm not a Star Wars geek, by the way. I've never seen Star Wars, but this ride at Disneyland is insane. It is so immersive. It's like you keep thinking the ride is going to be over and it's not. And it's just such a cool experience. It's not necessarily thrilling like Guardians and Incredicoaster, but it's very like, it's a cool experience. It's a very cool experience. I don't even know what my other 2 would be. My roommates really love Splash Mountain and Space Mountain. Space Mountain makes me a little dizzy, and Splash Mountain it literally gets you soaked because there's so much water on that ride.
Okay.
But how about you? Do you guys have the same rides at Paris, I assume?
I had to look up that because I never went. I just talk about, you know, with my pals about the Paris because they want to visit the theme park there. But if I visit, you know, like these little theme parks in Germany, for instance, I always like in for that roller coaster with waters. With water, how do you call that again?
Water rides.
Yeah, water rides.
Has water.
And we have something that called how was it again? A breakdance, which means you have your like a huge circle in a way, and you have like these rides where you can in where just look like a little bit like little cars, and also in addition to that they move on this circle, on this big circle, they also like are on four on one little circle, so that is moving and the bigger circle is moving, and that I enjoy very much every time I go on. It's a little bit intense, but I like it.
I don't think we have one of those. I don't think there's many spinny rides at
You have
Disneyland
not?
where we go. I don't think
No
so.
way.
Is it
But you have
like
everything in America.
they probably do have that, but I personally haven't been there or done that. I know we have Six Flags here, and I still haven't gone because it's so chaotic. It's crazy at Six Flags. I mean, the thing I like about Disneyland is that is a story behind every ride, and it's so comforting because it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just going on a ride because I want to go on a ride. It's like I want to go on a ride. There's a story. Like I can relax. It's like my favorite characters from my favorite childhood movies. Like,
Did you ever throw up after a ride?
I've never thrown up. My friend has thrown up before, though. My friend has thrown up after a ride.
I was close to one time.
Yeah, I'm so thankful. I don't get super motion sick. I get more motion sick on like elevators and in the car than I do on rides.
Really?
Which is interesting. Yes, I do.
All right, guys, let's take a quick break. Turn the topic into something that you guys like to do. So, like Christoph, start with something that you like to do, not theme park related.
Okay. Okay. What I really like to do is, and I know you have a lot of clubs in the US over there. I really like to do stand-up. I don't know if you ever went to shows or to some shows.
There's one creator that has been doing stand-up. He's like touring. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, Curtis Connor. And he does stand-up shows. And he's the only stand-up comedian that I would really want to go see. But I've never gone. I don't know.
Why?
I don't leave my house much. I really stay home. I have a puppy. She's a year old and she's a handful. She's got really bad anxiety and kind of needs like constant supervision. We like barely do anything here. We maybe go shopping or go run errands like once or twice a week, but I stay home most of the time unless I'm going to Disneyland. It's like the only time.
So besides Disneyland, what would you say is your biggest passion? Is it doing your social media job, or is it also some other thing?
I really like music. I love music. I love to create and to listen.
And I also saw you play guitar on Instagram.
What did you think?
I just discovered it. I always, when someone is like Anthony as well, when someone is playing an instrument, I'm already fascinated. And I want to ask all this question: how to get into it? What's your favorite artist? What are you learning right now? Do you write songs and all of that? I really like that. That's also a big passion for me as well.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, very nice. It's a lot of fun. It's so good to have that outlet. Something that you can do when you're stressed out or you're too emotional and you don't really know how to get it out and you have to put it somewhere.
Yeah, it's really relaxing.
Very relaxing. Yeah. Very calming and kind of brings you back to earth and centers you.
Did you ever did some gigs or played in front of people or did street music?
Ever since I was little, I was in choir since I was in elementary school. Very young. Very young. I wanted to be a singer my whole life. And then I learned to play guitar and ukulele and piano when I was around 12 or 13, and I did little things. I had like my school's talent show and um, honors choir, which is like when you're in a choir class and you get to try out for a next level choir, and they will accept you or reject you, and then you get to go to a different location and you perform in a huge area with lots of people watching. And I did that a few times. um, and music has always been something, but it's also something that like I don't feel like I need to perform to be
Hmm.
uh to like I want to. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that like I'm okay with having it be something that's just mine, my personal hobby, you know?
Hmm. I know what you mean because it always, I even never when I'm doing stand up, it's always connected for me a little bit with nervousness and fear, because even though in times of stand up, I did it for some time, it's always something where I need to go overcome myself and to do it. But I know I know I feel better when I overcome my fear and I might just do it and go back around from the stage. I don't know if you feel the same way.
I think it's so good to overcome your fear. And I think it's even better to overcome your fear and say, "Oh, is this something I want to share with people?" Because if you really want to share it with people, if it's something you're really interested in and that you really want people to see, you 100% you want to let it out, and you don't want your stress or your anxiety getting in the way. And I think it's so good to do whatever you can to overcome that. And I don't even know if I'm anxious about it. I've never even really tried. I haven't performed in front of anyone in years.
But
So
were you comfortable when someone said, for instance, yeah, I didn't like you singing much, or I don't find your guitar playing very good? Were you comfortable with that, or just did you feel a little bit of, oh, that hurts a little bit?
it's really hard to not take things personally. It's
Mm,
harder
feel.
when you hear them often, and I don't really hear that one too often. But even a couple times is enough to kind of feed down on my self confidence. But that's why I keep it I keep it close to my heart, and I hold it close to me, and I say I know that I'm good at this, and I know that this is something that even if I'm not the best at it, even if it's not something that I am excelling at, that I'm better than everyone else, that I'm perfect at, like it's something that means a lot to me. And I like my ability. I like my skill.
Hmm.
And that's something you have to do. It kind of calms you down and comforts you because you deserve to be good at things and to feel good at things, even if you're not the best.
Oh, I like that sentence very much. It's warm
Mm-hmm.
up my heart. When I talk with other fellow musicians, I always try, like to give them also, if I see that I think that I probably don't like or something, I always try to tell them in a proper way, like in a very formal way, so they can turn it around in something useful for their own skill. And they also can decide if they want to accept it and to do with it, or if they just say, yeah, that's just talking for me or something.
Yeah, I think it's very important for creatives, people that have creative abilities and practice them to connect with other creatives and take whatever they can from each other.
Cool. All right, let's pause, guys. That was awesome. You guys did great. Everybody in the chat, clap it up. Give me some seal claps for them both. They both did great. Christoph, how did you feel?
And now better.
You said what?
Now I feel better.
You do feel better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That means that Lacey calmed you down, made you feel comfortable.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah? How did
Thank,
she do?
thank in the moment when we started talking about, because I already, wanted to ask her about playing guitar, and so I got drawn in this passion and feel that excitement, and when that happened, my nervousness was gone.
Oh, nice. And Lacey, how did Christoph do?
I think you did great. I think if you were nervous, I could hardly tell. Um,
Wow.
good that you have a lot to say, because I think when people are nervous and they're feeling awkward, they kind of shut down and they're kind of quiet. And you weren't, and you had good things to say, good things to add. So
Nice.
Can I be honest with you? In the moment when because I already was in the waiting room, and in the moment when Anthony said, "Okay, we're gonna pull some male into the conversation for a mock date," I already went in my head, "Oh God, she's so attractive. How should I talk to her?" But it went well after all.
I promise I'm just a person. I'm not judging you.
Yeah, thanks.
You did great. Yes.
Cool. Thanks so much, Christoph. Lacey, would you want to talk to one more person?
Sure. I really do need a bathroom break, though.
Me too. Oh my God. Okay. Everybody, we're all going on a bathroom break. Even Christoph, but that has nothing to do with anything, but he's going to go too. Christoph, just make us feel comfortable. Go on a bathroom break too. All right. Yeah. We'll be back in like a couple minutes, everyone. Just hang tight, and then another mock date with Lacey or Skylar Ray. All right, guys. So, oh, Lacey's back. Yo. Okay. Hold on one second. Oh, wait a second. Wait, we have Raul.
Oh,
Raul. You there?
Okay. Yes, I'm just
Do you know what you're doing here right now?
I think
Wait, hold on. Your reception's bad. I can't hear you. Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yes. Hold on. This Wi-Fi is bad. It's better to put on my phone.
Okay, get it on your phone. He's coming back. Hang tight, everybody. So Lacey, how was that, by the way?
It was good. It was
Yeah?
a lot of fun. He was very
Good.
sweet.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. It's kind of a little tradition we do here actually twice a week. Everybody loves it. Raul's going to be back in a little bit. There he is.
Fix it, or is it still choppy?
I think you might be good. Talk a little bit.
Hello.
I think you're good.
Alright.
So Raul, do you know what you're doing here? Because I saw you were in the waiting room for a while. Were you watching the stream at all?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you see Lacey?
Not anymore. I moved away from the computer to get
No.
Fine,
But on the
so-
Zoom, she's on Zoom with you right now.
Oh no.
Okay, check out your video, and like there's. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Lacey, talk for a second.
Hi.
Did you see her right there?
Yes.
Okay, she popped up. Okay, so you're on a mock date right now. You ready to go for it?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. And Lacey, you're all good?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. And basically, it's the same thing as last. We'll go for 5 minutes. Just have a quick chat, fake date, practice your flirting. Like if you guys were on a first date off of Tinder or something like that. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go mute, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Oops. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Just here, like hoping my Wi-Fi doesn't start pausing on you and stuff like that. What's called? I was interested in hearing about I heard about your music, writing music and stuff like that, but does it feel awkward talking about it over and over again or not?
I haven't talked about it too much. I know our last friend that came and talked to me asked about it a little bit, but
Well, I'm like like I'm interested like on how do you like write it? Like I was like, is it like when you like, do you ever like feel something and then that's when you decide to like write it, get your guitar out and like and feel the chords and stuff like that?
yeah, I think there's certain times when I'm feeling more creative or in the mood to make art, and just grab my guitar, and it's not often, but it's sometimes when I feel it, it's all day, and I can just plug stuff out. It's not always the easiest, but it works. It's what it makes me happy. So
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because the reason I ask is because like I just took a piano course and I learned the major chords and stuff like that, and I felt like they said play with the scales, and I felt like I'm not getting anything. But then once I started like just feeling or anything, I think now it's starting to make sense. But when I was thinking about it too much, I was like, that's when I was like, I'm not getting anything. I don't get this and all that. But like, I feel that I think like the thinking about it too much always gets to me. It's when I try to dance and sing, I've always noticed that's a blocker, thinking too much for me. Has that ever happened for you? Yeah.
I mean, you can't, if it's not natural, it's not going to happen. But you know what's interesting about piano is that learning piano actually is very good for your and for your physical health. People that learn piano and practice piano often have a significantly lower chance of getting dementia and Alzheimer's because it's like learning a new language. It's very good for your brain. It's a very you have to be smart to learn piano. So, but for me,
That's oh, go for it. Go ahead.
oh, you go ahead. I forgot. You go ahead.
No, it's interesting that you said that because I noticed something very different during the I learned the piano during the pandemic, and I have epilepsy seizures, and they usually hit me like once a month. And during the I don't know if I did hear like something like that music can improve the brain learning, and I don't know if it was learning piano that like now I didn't have seizures for like 8 months straight, and now after that 8 months I've gone 4 months, and I honestly don't know if it was learning piano or what, but it's interesting that you said that. I wonder if that was it, or maybe it was moving out of my parents. I don't know, but yeah. Did you have?
It's very interesting. I think to be able to play music and to read music is a skill that really, really helps your brain in the way that I don't know if it helped with your epilepsy or not. I know I'm not a doctor, but I know it's good for you. I know that even good for your mental health. It reduces stress, and if stress is making any of your conditions worse, then stress is lowered through music. Music is a very healthy outlet. It's very good for people.
Yeah, something I don't know if it helped me either because I don't know about if I'm a doctor or whatever, but I just know I've learned something about myself. I've been good about. I've learned to listen to my body a lot and stuff like that. So like, are you any good at from like well, he's modeling or anything like that, or are you good at listening to your body? Have you been able to listen to it and all that?
Well, I've learned to listen to my body, but it's through many years of therapy and meditation. I'm very, very passionate about meditation. I think it's so good to connect with the earth and with yourself. And music is one of the many ways of doing that. It's, using your physical form to create something that stimulates you mentally. But meditation for me is something that connects me to myself. It's like, oh, this is really stressing me out. Where do I feel it? Am I feeling it in my chest right now? Am I feeling it in my back, in my shoulders? Is it in my stomach? Am I a little nauseous? You'd be surprised the amount of physical symptoms that anxiety brings on.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never done meditation. Maybe that's why it took me so long to learn to listen to my body. It was like, it wasn't until like dancing and I realized, oh, I'm tired, but who cares? I'm gonna keep on dancing and all that. And then it's like, okay, maybe I should start listening and stuff like that. But that's interesting, all the stuff he says, like the connecting to the earth, and you can feel it and all that. It's kind of stuff I did hear a little bit when I did yoga, kind of experienced a little bit. It's not really meditating, but I guess the friend I did it with, she did both the meditation and yoga and stuff like that. So I guess that's what she talked to me about. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was all into all that. So, but and then what's it called? Oh, then I'm lost now. And then,
It's strange because I think a lot of people associate like meditation and like yoga and like mindfulness, and it's like one specific type of person. They're like, oh, you must be one of those girls that does this and this and this and this, but anyone, I can't think of a single person that it wouldn't benefit, because to really, I mean, focus in on your body and to move, and even yoga is like, I don't exercise much, I go on walks or whatever, but yoga for me has always been my one way of connecting with my body. And for you, it's dance. And I think it's so good to have something, to have anything. And it's so good to be passionate about something, and something that's so good for you.
And how did you discover the meditation and to be passionate about it? When did you discover that?
When I was in high school, I did yoga all throughout high school. They had a yoga course in my school. I was lucky enough to go to a school that offered a yoga course, and then they would do meditation on Fridays, where kids could basically sleep and meditate for the whole hour of the class. And I just remember falling into the most relaxing, beautiful sleeps and waking up just feeling amazing and like so revitalized. And the only part of meditation that's hard is if you can't shut your brain off. When you really focus, if it's any kind of guided meditation, or even just self-soothing and self-meditation, is like, I'm going to take some deep breaths right now. I'm going to stop right here in this moment. I'm really stressed. I'm going to listen to my body. I can feel it in my shoulders. Like there's tension here and there's tension in my back. And I'm going to stop for a second and be kind to myself. And it's so good. It's so good for anyone. There's not a single person I wouldn't recommend it to. Even my worst enemy. Like everyone needs yoga and meditation.
That's awesome. That's good. I'm glad like you would even recommend it to your worst enemy. Like I don't like the kind of people that just wish their worst enemy like would drop dead and stuff like that. I was like, I've met those kind of people that just have complete hate. I was like, I don't like that. Like even though I don't like a person, I still wish them to do well or something, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, guys, let's pause there. Awesome job. Everybody, please, in the chat, clap it up for both of them. So, Raul, how was it for you? How did that feel, that experience?
It was fun. Nice chat, and she's very nice. And I was just worried if my internet was still choppy at all. I'm sorry if it was.
Nope, you're great.
No? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the only nervous I felt if my about my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I noticed that Lacey is just super good at making everybody she talks to feel comfortable. So, Lacey, how did Raul do?
That was great. It's very good that you're not nervous. I mean, even me hopping onto the stream initially, I was like, oh, I'm nervous. So for you to not be nervous is great. And you're very sweet, open-minded, a great listener, a great conversationalist. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So good job.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
And Raul, before you go, do you have any questions you want to ask Lacey?
I guess one, if that's fine, because I do like I did plan like a date, and like 4 days from now, this question for either of y'all is like is it smart to like my mind just said, okay, I set a date 4 days from now, so I'm gonna keep my promise. But is it smart to keep texting in those 4 days to keep the spark, or?
Good question, Raul. What do you think, Lacey?
I would say it depends on every situation. Every situation is so different, to think like, I mean, some people, you don't really text much at all, but I think even just shooting that person a text every couple days, like, or just a little bit, texting with a little bit, like, hey, this made me think of you, or like, very excited to meet you. But I also don't know the situation. I know that it's complicated. What do you think?
Well, first, Raul, have you, where did you meet this person?
She's someone I used to work with, and just got back to talking to her, and then
How?
decided to invite her out.
How'd you start talking to her again?
How did I messaged her on Facebook just randomly, told her I like her new profile picture, made me message her and say hi, and
Nice. Very good.
yeah, and then
Smooth.
after that she posted a story about her spider. It looks like a pet spider, something like that, and we made a whole conversation about how we both love animals.
Hell
and we
yeah.
just made to go to the aquarium here in San Antonio. So, but it's like 4 days from now. So I'm just curious if it's like something like.
Oh, are you guys going on a date to the aquarium?
Yes.
Oh, this is too adorable. And you guys connected on her spider, and you started talking about animals, and then you say, let's go to the aquarium.
Yes.
You really are a smooth guy.
Am I?
That's perfect. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That gives me every indication that she's interested. You guys have similar. You're connecting through something.
Yeah.
Making that connection. That's perfect. That's perfect. Best of luck.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So now that you know context, Lacey, would you tell him to text her anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
The one reason I say that is because you knew her before. You know, if you're meeting someone off of Tinder, I mean, me and Dylan didn't text for a good amount of time because we were just, I'd rather see you in person. But you've seen her in person, and if you want to talk to her, just be like, hey, how was your, connect on similar interests. Like, I'm very excited for our date. You should send me a picture of your pets. You should send me a picture of your spider, or how is your spider doing, or like anything like that. Connect on those similar interests, and just let her know that you're looking forward to it in a genuine and chill way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I would say try not to plan anything. The only thing that I think you should plan, and this is just out of social skills, is text the person the day before and the day of, just to remind them and to confirm with them that this is still going on. You haven't forgotten about it. Just that's normal. But before that, I don't think you should be like planning anything or going like, oh, let me orchestrate the perfect text to keep the blah, blah, blah. It should all be based on your intuition. So like, let's say you're walking and you see, I don't know, like somebody has a pet pig or something, and you'd be like, wow, that made me think of her. Let me take a picture of that pet pig and send it to her and just be like, look what I saw today. Something where it was based on like what you were already thinking, what you were already doing, something that made you think of her, right? So if that pops up, so basically if you want to text her and you have something fun you want to text her, text her.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, because
that's very helpful.
Yeah, like, people overcomplicate these things. It's like, if you have chemistry with somebody, then you're naturally going to want to text them things, and they're naturally going to get excited to text you back. And so it's like, I just want to focus on how could I get to that part in me where I'm going like, how could I connect with the chemistry I have with this person, and like stay away from all those thoughts of like, all right, how do I get this person attracted to me? What do I do? What's the right thing to say? Because when I'm in that headspace, I always fuck up, Raul. I always say something stupid that comes off like just dumb, overly planned, and all of that. But if it's just right from like what we actually want to talk about, what our personalities click with, then it's always going to be natural. So it's just like focus on talking to the person in that way, and anything you could think of in that way. Yeah. You have any ideas?
Cool.
Do you have anything planned already? I'll bet you do.
Well, yeah, sort of like I just I told this story to someone, and they told me I was gonna go against what they told me. They said like just message her, hey, I'm buying the tickets, meet you there at 3, so that she doesn't have an option and she just meets me. But I felt like, no, that feels like manipulating her. And I want to make sure she meets me there because she wants to and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So all this stuff that you're saying makes more sense, like towards my way of thinking. And
Yeah.
So
Raul, I'm glad that you are smart enough to notice that. Good. Lacey, what do you think?
Sure.
Should he do that? Say, hey, I got the tickets. I'll see you at 3.
That feels a little, I think you have the best insight to this already. I don't think you even need anyone's help.
Yeah.
I think yes, it's a little manipulative. I would say text her the day before, just like he said, text her the day before, like, hey, I'm really excited. By the way, this thing made me think of you and can't wait to talk to you more. Something simple like that. Not something clingy or needy or like, like, but just something that's like, I'm excited for this. I want you to know that I care and that I'm interested. But I would say that to just not text her at all and then suddenly be like, I bought the tickets. You better be there. It sounds very threatening.
Yeah. Just doing the day before was what I was thinking of, like the confirmation, like Anthony said, like, are we still down or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just whatever comes to
I would
mind.
probably like send her an aquarium related meme. That's my go-to.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Or an
That
aquarium
could be
related
good.
GIF,
That could be good.
Or like if you have a movie where like a funny movie where people go to the aquarium, you could send that clip from YouTube or something. Get them pumped, get them in that right headspace. So you guys are ready to dominate those fish on Friday or whatever day it is.
Yes, that sounds good. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
All right, Raul. Thanks so much, buddy.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Cool. All right. So that was it. How was it?
That was fun.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun, and
Cool.
They were very genuine and very sweet. So
Yeah.
it was a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I get lucky. I have like really great viewers. I get so lucky.
I wish.
I really honestly do believe that as you keep putting your personality into your posts, things are going to start changing. Because like attracts like. That's what it's all about, Yo, my favorite thing about the way you interact?
What?
I love that you take a pause before you say what you want to say, because you want to like formulate exactly how you're feeling, and then you say it. And you don't even have to do like a just like you were just so calm to just say, let me think about what I want to say. And that's like the dopest. Nobody does that, by the way.
I think it makes me look really passive.
No.
When I'm just like, like I'm very sure of myself. And
Yes.
very bold. So.
Yes, dude. Did you used to do ums and ahs?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Definitely when I was growing up and growing into who I was. Yeah.
Oh, so you taught yourself to not do that anymore.
Well, part of it is conditioning and just craving so badly to be taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just did I do, but
yeah, but it's different. Like everybody every now and then, but I'm talking about like you take a nice pause before you say what you want to say. It's so cool. It like quiets the room, you know? It makes everyone go like, oh, hold on, everyone. She's about to say something. It's dope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. It means a lot to me to feel heard. So
Do you notice that you do that though? Has anyone
No.
mentioned it before? Really?
No, never.
Oh, it's cool. All right, cool. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I appreciate it. Yo, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. Can you believe that you've been here for almost 2 hours?
Does not feel like 2 hours.
Yeah. I really am super appreciative that you wanted to take 2 hours out of your life to come chat with me and, you know, give your perspective, because it truly is valuable. And I guarantee you that there's going to be some people that watch this that have held old ideals and headspaces, and you have shifted them. So I thank you for that.
This was so much fun and so valuable to me to feel helpful and useful and stand up for the things that I believe in. So I really appreciate you inviting me on here, and I had way more fun than I thought I would. So
Woo! Yeah! Hell yeah! Thanks, Lacey. And I truly do want, send me, if you want, if you could send me your privated SoundCloud songs, and then if you're, I'm sure, like, does your boyfriend have any like links to his band?
I will send you his stuff because his
Okay.
stuff is very good. It's done.
Okay.
I'll send you my stuff when it's out.
Nice. Dope. Awesome. Yeah, that's it. You have anything else you want to say?
No, this was amazing. Actually, one thing,
Yo.
to anyone that feels like it's the only right way to be a man is to be masculine and toxic, I hope you know that people appreciate your softness and your sensitivity wherever it might lie, however deep down it might be. There's going to be people that appreciate it, and I just hope that I hope people can grow to learn that and be okay with that eventually.
Yeah.
It'll make the world such a better place. And thank you so much for having me on the stream.
Yeah. And also it's attractive, right?
Very, very,
Yeah. Cool.
very.
Awesome. All right. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye. Is she not just the nicest, sweetest? That was dope, dude. I see now some people jumped into the Zoom room waiting to do a mock date, but that was later. Too late. Well, guess what? I'm going to have more people on this show. We're just starting, baby. We're just getting started. And I have a feeling this was the biggest episode yet. I saw it was reaching like 35 concurrent viewers at a time. What the fuck is happening right now, guys? I'd love for you guys in the chat to tell me what your favorite part of tonight was. Like anything that Lacey said that was interesting to you. Also, if you guys have any suggestions for who I could bring on, obviously not somebody that's fucking huge as hell, because they don't care about little old me. But you could go into the Reddit, and if you look into the link in the description of this video that you're watching right now, there's a link to the Reddit. Join it. People are posting on it. Sorry guys, like, God, you guys have been posting and I really have been wanting to react to all this stuff, but I just haven't had time on the podcast yet, but I promise I will. I'm going to take, a good few episodes to go through all this, but guys, keep posting stuff on the Reddit. Even stuff you want to talk about that happened on a past episode. That would be fun. Yeah, I want to thank Lacey, but I also want to thank Christoph and Raul for coming on and doing the mock date. because it's hard, especially with somebody that is, you know, really big and, you know, an influencer. So you guys did awesome. And yeah, I'm going to keep this up. I love having guests on just because I like talking to people. The more I could just be talking to people directly, the more fun I'm having. So yeah, I want to do that more and more. I have some more people in mind. We gonna see. Do you guys like the interview episodes more? Do you like the non-interview episodes more? I'd love to know. And I'm actually going to close the Zoom now, guys. Sorry that the people were in there. I'm going to go early just because, well, not early. I mean, usually episodes last 2 to 3 hours, but yeah. I have a lot of work to do. I got to work on that new episode of First Date, baby. Anne says she likes the interview eps. Daniela likes the interview eps. Me too. I like talking to people. Yeah. I usually don't like podcasts that do interviews just because to me it's like a cheap way to just fill up time. And like, I don't know. I think it's so overdone interviewing people. And it's like, what are you going to talk to them about? The same fucking shit that everyone else talks about on podcast interviews. Whatever. But I hope I do it in a way that like actually is within the context of what I teach and like expands upon what I teach and like shows a mirror to what I teach and amplifies it. That's my hopes. And hopefully this episode showed that. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Justin. Justin says, yeah, I love watching you interact with people, Anthony. I feel like that's a masterclass right there. Nice. La la la. Gilana says, if Lacey is interested to come back and share dating stories, that would be cool. I loved her. I like interviews and time for mock dates. Yeah. Oh, guys, and if you want to come on mock dates, if you want to come on the stream, this is a very small stream right now. So you have the opportunity. Click in the link in the description. You could sign up and you will get, every time the stream goes live, you'll get an email with the link to go into the Zoom waiting room. Okay. That's about it, everybody. If that's all, I don't know. Is that all? Is there anything else in the chat we should talk about? Yeah, Grizzly, I definitely want to bring in a red pillar and debate them and talk to them. I don't know. I think I might. No, I probably won't do a Thanksgiving stream. Actually, is it this Thursday? Hey, Siri, when's Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is this Thursday, November 25th, 2021.
Dan's, that was a good question. No, I'm not going to. Me and my girl are going to be making Thanksgiving food. So no stream this Thursday. That is correct. Also, I'm just going to be fucking editing my life away for this new first date. Filming more episodes of reaction videos. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it, right? Anything else? I feel like it's not finished yet. I feel like there's more to do and say. But I really do want to go and edit. All right. Muchas smooches. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'll see you next Tuesday. Hopefully I'll have another guest. Hopefully I could wrangle some huge influencer. I have very, very, very light connections to the influencer world. But we'll see. I've reacted to a ton of influencers. And every now and then they get in touch with me. And so I'm going to tap into that. See what we can do. You know? Gilana asked, when do you think you'll have your first date episode out? I really, really hope I can get it out this week. Maybe by Thursday or Friday. I really hope no later than Friday. The footage is, I just edited the footage last night. It's so good. It's 25 minutes worth of footage. And I was, personally for me, I was riveted the entire time. Like I couldn't stop watching. And I edited it myself and filmed it myself. I knew everything that happened. But like watching actually a story take place, and that's what I really wanted to do with the new first dates, is like turn them into stories. Whereas like the old first dates was like, it's a date and let's try to make that as entertaining as possible. Now it's more based on my coaching and the person that I'm coaching's progress and their story and their journey. And so watching that journey on video all edited together I loved it. I can't wait till it's done. All I have to do now is film myself talking to the camera about kind of like walking you guys through the story so it's more easy to understand. I have a feeling it's going to be, about a 30-minute episode. So like a little mini movie, like a little mini TV show, basically. I'm so excited about it. If I got, that's a good idea to get Craig Ferguson on. That would be a dream. Don't do that shit to me. I would die. I would just be so happy. Fuck. Why did you say that? Oh, God. I want him on here so bad. I want him in my life. Just Matthias said, first date is so good. Love the series. Yeah. All right. Well. Oh, sleepy little Becca says, gonna miss seeing that notification, but have a good one. Oh, that made me feel so good. Thank you. Yeah, seriously, yo. If you could find, like, maybe he's on Twitter or something. Whatever. Figure out a way to get him to come on.